Hi friends, welcome to G tutorial. I'm Grishma. Today we can go through some MCQs from basic electrical engineering, which is a portion from technical abilities in the syllabus of RRB JE CBT-II exam of electronics and allied engineering. This is the syllabus for basic electrical engineering. Today we will be going through DC circuits from the portion. This is some of the important notes on the portion DC circuits. First, we can see what is meant by electric current. Electric current is a continuous flow of electrons through an electric circuit, and its unit is ampere. Next is electromotive force. Its unit is volt. It is the amount of energy supplied by the source to each coulomb of charge. Next is Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that current through any 2 points of a conductor is directly proportional to voltage applied across it. That is, I, that is a current flowing through any 2 points of a conductor, is directly proportional to potential difference across the 2 points. I is directly proportional to V is stated by Ohm's law. Now we can see what is meant by DC circuit. The closed path for the flow of direct current is called a DC circuit. The closed path for direct current to flow is called DC circuit, and there are two types of DC circuit: series circuit and parallel circuit. In this table we can see series and parallel circuit. The first is the series circuit. Here there is a voltage source and three resistors are connected in series, and this direct current from the source flows through these three resistors, and the current is shown by Is, and the voltage across the point is Vs, or the voltage source Vs. And the equivalent resistance across the circuit is the sum of the resistances R1, R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. And the voltage across each is given by the current through each. Current through all the three resistances is same, that is Is, and voltage drop across each is the current multiplied by the resistance, that is Is into R. So the voltage drop across R1 is Is R1, voltage drop across R2 is Is R2, and voltage drop across R3 is Is R3. Similarly, we can see the parallel circuit. This is a parallel circuit. Here, three resistors are connected in parallel across a voltage source. The current which is flowing through the circuit Is splits into three and flows through each of these resistors. The voltage across all these three resistors will be same. That is, V1 will be equal to V2 will be equal to V3, which is equal to Vs, and the current is given by the voltage is same. So Vs divided by R1 gives the current through R1, that is I1. I1 is equal to Vs by R1. Similarly, I2 is equal to Vs by R2, and I3 is equal to Vs by R3. And equivalent resistance is given by 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R2 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So we can see the case of two resistance. Only if there is only two resistance, then we can simply say that R equivalent will be equal to, we are substituting for 1 by R1 and 1 by R2 and solving, we will get, and taking the reciprocal, we will get R equivalent is equal to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This is one of the important formula. If suppose we are given only two resistance, we can directly use this formula. If there are three resistance, we can use the other formula, which is equivalent resistance will be equal to 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. And after finding the result, we can take the reciprocal. There is only two resistance which are connected in parallel. We can directly use R equivalent is equal to R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, suppose there is only two resistance in series, then the sum of series resistance will be the sum of the individual resistance, that is R1 plus R2. But in case of parallel circuit, R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Now we can see two roles governing the DC circuits, that is Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law or KCL states that total current or charge entering a junction is equal to the charge or current leaving the node. Here we can see I1, I2 and I3 are the current entering the node, and I4 and I5 are the current leaving the node. That is, the sum of I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to I5 plus I4. Or we can write, taking all to same side, I1 plus I2 plus I3 minus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0. This is what is stated by Kirchhoff's current law or Kirchhoff's KCL. Total current or charge entering a junction or node is equal to the charge leaving the node. Now we can see the other law, which is Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL. It states that in any closed loop network, the total voltage around the loop is equal to sum of all voltage drops within the same loop. The total voltage is equal to sum of this, or the total voltage across this loop will be equal to 0. Voltage across A and B is VAB. Voltage across B and C is VBC. CD is VCD, and across DA is VDA. And the sum of this will be equal to 0. This is stated by Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL. Now we can go through the MCQs from this results. First question. Which law states that current flowing through a conductor is proportional to voltage applied across it? The law that states that current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to voltage applied across it. That is, I is directly proportional to V. The law which states this is Ohm's law. Next question. What is the resistance of a conductor if the voltage applied across it is 10 volt and current flowing through is 2 ampere? We have to find the resistance. Using Ohm's law, we know that V is proportional to I, or I is proportional to V. Or we can use a constant to replace the proportionality. V is equal to IR. From this, we can find R is equal to V by I. Here V is 10 volt and current is 2 amp. So V by I is 10 by 2, which is 5. 10 divided by 2. V is 10 and I is 2 ampere. 10 by 2, which is 5. So the answer is 5 ohm. Next question. Which type of DC circuit has only one path for current flow? Only one path for current flow. That is series circuit. What happens to total resistance of a parallel circuit if more resistors are added in parallel? If more resistors are added in parallel, the total resistance decreases, because 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Like that it goes on. If you are considering the example of just two resistors, so R equivalent will be equal to R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. Suppose we are considering each of these resistors is 1. So 1 into 1 by 1 plus 1, which is 2. So we can see that there are two resistors, each of 1 ohm, connected in parallel. Then the equivalent resistance will be 1 by 2 or 0.5. So the value of resistance decreases. So this question is, when we are adding more resistors in parallel circuit, the equivalent resistance or the total resistance decreases. A DC circuit has a 9-volt battery and 3 resistors, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm connected in series. What is the total resistance of the circuit? Here we are considering a series circuit. In series circuits, R equivalent is equal to sum of resistance R1 plus R2 plus R3. R1 plus R2 plus R3. Here R1 is 2 ohm, R3 is 3, R2 is 3 ohm and R3 is 4 ohm. So summing these three, we will get 5 plus 4, which is 9 ohm. This is the total resistance of the circuit. Next question, which circuit Which instrument is used to measure the current flowing through a DC circuit? The instrument used to measure current through a DC circuit is ammeter, and the instrument used to measure voltage is voltmeter. What is the purpose of a fuse in a DC circuit? Fuse is an element which protects a DC circuit from overcurrent. So the purpose of fuse in a DC circuit is to protect against overcurrent. Next question. A DC circuit has 12-volt battery and a resistor 6 ohm is connected in series. Then the current flowing through the circuit. Current flowing V is equal to IR. By Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So I is given by V by R, which is 12 by 6. So the resistance will be equal to 2 ohm. Sorry, the current will be equal to 2 ampere. Which law states that sum of voltage changes around a closed loop in a circuit is equal to 0? It is a Kirchhoff's voltage law which states that sum of voltage change around a closed loop in a DC circuit is equal to 0. What is the unit of electromotive force? The unit of electromotive force is volt. What is the function of a switch in a DC circuit? A switch in a DC circuit helps to connect or disconnect a circuit. The switch is represented using this symbol. And when it is connected, we are connecting a circuit to, we are closing a circuit. When it is open case, we are disconnecting the circuit. So switch is used to connect or disconnect the circuit. A DC circuit with 15-volt battery has two resistors connected in parallel. What is the total resistance of the circuit? We know that when the resistors are connected in parallel, then equal resistance will be R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Here 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6, which is 18 by 9, which is 2 ohm. R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Next question. Which type of DC circuit has multiple paths for current flow? It is the parallel circuit which has multiple paths for current flow. So here the current will be I1, here the current will be I2, like that. So multiple path for current flow is for parallel circuit. This is the next question. A DC circuit has a 12-volt battery and a resistor of 4 ohm connected in series. What is the power dissipated by the resistor? The power dissipated is given by I square R. Here I is equal to, we know that by the Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. V square by R square into R. One of the R get cancelled, or I square R, or V square by R. Power dissipated is given by I square R or V square by R. Here we know that V is 12 and R is 4. So V square is 12 square 144 divided by value of R is 4. V is 12, V square 12 square is 144 divided by 4. 36 will be the answer. Power dissipated, the unit is watt. So 36 watt will be the answer. What is the unit of power in a DC circuit? In the previous question we have seen unit of power is watt. A DC circuit has a 9-volt battery and 3 resistors connected in series. What is the voltage drop across 3 ohm resistor? Here there is a DC source and it is 9 volt. It is connected across 3 resistors connected in series, and we are asked to find current through 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm and this is 9-volt source. We are asked to find the voltage drop across 3 ohm. First, we have to current. For this, we have to find the current flowing through the circuit. Current I is given by V by R. Here V by R equivalent. R equivalent here the circuit is in series, so the R equivalent is 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 9. Voltage is 9 and resistance is also, equivalent resistance is also 9. So 9 by 9, 1 is a current flowing through this, 1 ampere current flows through the circuit. The current that flows through each of these resistor is also 1 ohm since the circuit is in series. So the voltage drop across 3 ohm is given by V is equal to IR. IR. V is equal to IR. I is 1 ohm and resistor is 3 ohm. So 1 into 3, 3 volt will be the answer. Next question. Which law states that sum of current entering a node in a DC circuit is equal to sum of current leaving the node? The law that is governing the current is the KCL. So Kirchhoff's current law is that. This is the next question. A DC circuit has a 15-volt battery and a resistor of 5 ohm connected in series. What is the energy dissipated by the resistor in 2 seconds? The energy dissipated in 2 seconds is the question. First, we have to find the power. Power is equal to, we have seen that power is equal to I square into R. Here I is given by 15 by 5, which is 3. And energy dissipated is equal to I square R in T time. Power dissipated in the given time. So I is equal to 15 V by Ohm's law, it is V by R. 15 by 5, it is 3. 3 square is 9 into. And here the resistor is 5 ohm. And time is 2 seconds. So 15 into 2, which is 10. 10 into 9, 90. 90 joule is the answer. This is the next question. A DC circuit has 12-volt battery and two resistors 2 ohm and 4 ohm are connected in parallel. What is the total current drawn from the battery? We know that the current drawn from the battery I is given by V by R. Here R is combination of two parallel resistance. So V by R equivalent. R equivalent for a parallel circuit is R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So we know that voltage is 12 volt. The two resistance are 2 into 4. Equivalent resistance connected in parallel 2 into 4 by 2 plus 4. So in cancelling 4 and 12 we get 3. 2 and 6 we get 3. So 3 into 3. 9 ampere is the current drawn from the battery. What is the voltage drop across a resistor in a DC circuit? The voltage drop across a resistor in a DC circuit is directly proportional to current, which is stated by the Ohm's law. Next question. A DC circuit has 15-volt battery. 3 resistors are connected in series. What is the total power dissipated by the resistor? Total power dissipated is given by P is equal to I square R or V square divided by R. Here I is, we can, I is equivalent resistance is, here the resistance are connected in series. So sum of each resistors, so 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9. So 15 by 9 is I. We can use the second formula, which is easy. V square is 15 square. 15 square is 225. 225 divided by equivalent resistance is 9. So 225 by 9, which is 45 watt, which is the power dissipated by the resistors. Next, which type of DC circuit has a fixed voltage across each of the current? It is a parallel circuit which has the fixed voltage across each of the. Here through each there are two resistors in parallel. If you are considering the circuit, two resistors in parallel, the voltage across R1 will be equal to R2 and it will be equal to V. So it is a parallel circuit which has fixed voltage across each component. What is the purpose of a capacitor in a DC circuit? The capacitor is used to store energy. What is the unit of resistance in DC circuit? Ohm is the unit of resistance. Which law states that voltage across a resistor is equal to product of current and resistance? It is the Ohm's law. With this, we come to the end of the topic, DC circuits. You can do more MCQs for scoring better marks. If you're having any doubt from this video, you can comment below. Thank you.